Hello friends, welcome to Easy Maths channel by Rajeshwari. Today in this video we will learn about pair of linear equations in two variables. Let me tell you first what is the meaning of linear equation. A linear equation is that equation whose degree is 1. Here we can see the general form of linear equation ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. This is the general form of a linear equation in two variable. It is in two variable. We are using here two variables x and y. Okay. Now there is one more general form which is in one variable, that can be ax plus b equal to 0. In this we can observe that we don't have another variable here. In this we have only one variable, that is x. But in this we are using two variables x and y. So this is the general form of linear equation in two variable. Repeat with me. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is a linear equation in one variable. Ax plus b equal to 0. But today we will learn about pair of linear equations in two variable. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. The graph of a linear equation is a line. Means if you represent this linear equation in a graph, it will be a line. So remember, from a line, it is a linear equation. So when we represent linear equation on a graph, it will be a line. Degree of linear equation is 1. So the important things to remember here are degree of linear equation is 1. Or you can say, if the degree of any equation is 1, it is a linear equation. Linear equations can be in one variable, two variable or three variable. But today we are studying about linear equation in two variable and a pair of linear equation. Pair means two linear equations and in two variable. So I will explain you how to find whether these two linear equation, when you represent in the graph, they will give intersecting line or parallel line or coincident line. So if we are taking a pair of linear equation, to avoid the confusion, we take the coefficients of x and y as a1, b1 and a2, b2. So let us consider these two linear equations in two variable. First one is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. And another is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Whenever we draw any two lines in a plane, we have three conditions. First, either the lines will be intersecting, or they will be parallel, or they will be coincident. Coincident means they will have all the points common in them. So that is called coincident. Now we have to check whether these two lines, these two pair of equations we have taken are intersecting lines or parallel lines or coincident lines. For that, we have to check three conditions. So first condition here is when a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. That means here a1 is the coefficient of x in first equation and a2 is the coefficient of x in second equation. When a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. b1 is the coefficient of y in first equation and b2 is the coefficient of y in second equation. So when a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then which type of lines you will get on a graph? You will get consistent pair of linear equations. These are consistent pair of linear equations. consistent pair of linear equations, or these are intersecting lines. You will get intersecting lines. And unique solution. Unique solution means one and only one solution. One and only one solution means there will be only one point which is common in both the lines. So when you draw this in the graph, then you will get like this intersecting lines. Okay, so the condition 1 is for intersecting line is a1 upon a2 not equal to b1 upon b2. If we get this, then you can say that this is consistent pair of linear equations, or you understand that these are intersecting lines and they have unique solution, because intersecting lines have unique solution means there is only one point which is common in both the lines. So you will have one and only one solution for these intersecting lines. Now second condition is when a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 and not equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines will be parallel. The lines will be parallel. When you represent these pair of lines in graph, you will get parallel lines. And these parallel lines has no solution. Means there is no point which is common in both. Both are parallel lines. They never intersect. That's why they are parallel. So they do not have any point common in them. So it has no solution. And you can say that if the pair of linear equations are inconsistent. Inconsistent pair of linear equations. When a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, when a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 and not equal to c1 upon c2, then the pair of linear equation is called inconsistent, and these lines are parallel and they do not have any point common in them. Now condition 3. In condition 3, when a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2, then you will get coincident lines. Coincident lines means they have infinitely many solutions. Means they have all the points common in them. So like this, you should show coincident lines by drawing arrows 2 times. Okay, means one line and one more line over that. So it is a coincident lines, and you can say them as dependent lines also, and they have infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions means many points are common in them. Okay, so the three conditions we have seen for intersecting lines, a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Then for parallel lines, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. And the third condition is a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2. This condition is for coincident lines. Okay. Let us solve the examples based on this type of problems. Now here pair of linear equations in two variables is given. In this we have to check whether these are intersecting lines or parallel lines or coincident lines. So what is the condition? You remember just now I told you a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2 means they are intersecting lines. a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2 means they are parallel lines. If a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2, then they are coincident lines. So let us check here what is the ratio given. Okay, first example is first linear pair. Here is 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0, 3x plus 4y plus 5 equal to 0. So let us find the ratios a1 upon a2. a1 is the coefficient of x in first equation and a2 is the coefficient of x in second equation. So we will get here 2 by 3. Can you cancel them out? No. So that will be the answer for a1 upon a2 equals to, you will get 2 by 3. Now b1 upon b2. What is b1 upon b2? b1 is the coefficient of y in first equation and b2 is the coefficient of y in second equation. So here no number means what to take? Yes, you have to take 1. It will be 1 by 4. So what do you observe from that? Do you observe that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2? Their values are different, 2 by 3 and 1 by 4. They are not equal. Okay, so we observe that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Hence what? Hence they are consistent pair of lines. Consistent pair of lines. And they are intersecting lines. On third one, how many solutions it will have? Unique solution. Unique solution means one and only one solution. Only one point is common in them. Okay, like this you have to solve such examples. Now let us check this one. Can you check it yourself? Can you check? What to find first? Yes, you find a1 upon a2 first. Then you have to find b1 upon b2. Then c1 upon c2. Before that, what to do? You can bring these c1 and c2 this side. Okay. 2x minus y equal to minus this 4 bring here, minus 4 equal to 0. Again bring this 6 here. 4x minus 2y minus 6 equal to 0. You have to convert them into the general form. If you don't bring this C1, C2 to this side, it doesn't make any difference, but you have to take care that both the C1, C2 should be either this side of equal to or both should be this side of equal to. One is here in general form and another is here, then you can't get the answer correct. Okay, so take care. Either C1, C2 both should be this side or both should be that side of equal to. Here both are this side of equal to. So if we take this value directly, it doesn't make any difference. Okay, so let us find the ratios. Which ratio we have to find first? A1 upon A2. Very good. What is A1? 2 by 4. What is B1 upon B2? Come on. Tell me what is the coefficient of Y? Yes, it is 1. Or you can say minus 1 here. Minus sign is there now. Take care of that minus sign. Minus 1 upon minus 2. What is C1 upon C2? Minus 4 upon minus 6. So minus minus will become plus. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are. So you will get this value 2 by 3. And this value you will get as minus minus plus. You get 1 by 2. And 2 1s are 2 2s are. This value you get 1 by 2. So what do you observe? What do you observe? A1 upon A2 is 1 by 2. B1 upon B2 is also 1 by 2. So we observe that. What do you observe? Come on. A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2. But it is not equal to C1 upon C2. So what to write? Hence, first condition. Inconsistent. Inconsistent pair of lines. Second, parallel lines. Third, how many solution does parallel lines have? No solution. because parallel lines do not have any point common in them. No solution. They never meet each other. Okay, so in this way you have to find whether the lines are parallel, intersecting or coincident. Now come to the third example. I think you can solve your own. Let's find. Okay, both the numbers are to this side of equal to. It doesn't make any difference. You can take directly. A1 upon A2 is 3 by 6. Means 3 ones are 3 twos are 1 by 2. B1 upon B2. Come on. 4 by 8. Very good. 4 ones are 4 twos are 1 by 2. C1 upon C2. 2 by 4. 2 ones are 2 twos are 1 by 2. Yeah, here we can observe that all three are equal. 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Means A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equals to C1 upon C2. This is the condition for which type of lines? Coincident line. Coincident lines, or there can be dependent. How many solutions dependent lines have? Infinite many. Infinitely many solutions, because they are in like this dependent lines, no, coincident lines. How to show them? One line and there only one more line. So they are coincident lines. You have drawn in graph one line. If you draw one more line, then it will be over this only. Okay. So like this, you have to draw dependent lines. And you can see that many points are common in them. Okay. So these are having infinitely many solutions. Very good. Now here I have given some practice time. Note down this 3 questions, and what have you have to do in this? You have to check whether the lines are intersecting, parallel or dependent. And how I have solved, and I have written like this, right? Okay. Note down this practice time problems. Now suppose if I ask you to write 2 examples of intersecting lines, how will you write? Can anybody tell me how to write intersecting lines? Your own examples. Yes, you have to check first condition. For intersecting lines, A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, no? So you have to take A1 and A2 values in such a way that they should not be equal with B1 upon B2. Suppose I am taking A1 upon A2 as 3 by 2, it should not be equal to 4 by 7. है ना? B1 upon B2 is 4 by 7. A1 upon A2 if I am taking 3 by 2. Okay, they are not equal. So this is the condition for intersecting lines. So you can write 2 equations. A1 means x coefficient. A2 is y. So you can take 3x and 2x plus. And B1 is y coefficient. B2 also y in another one. So 4y, 7y. You can take minus sign also, no problem. And last term you can take anything. Okay, equal to 0. Like this. Now write one more. Write one more your own. Hmm? I have taken here 3 and 2. You take something else. 5, 3 you can take. 5, 3 is not equal to 1 by 3. Why are we taking like this? Because not equal to is the condition for intersecting lines, and we have to write intersecting lines. So this becomes A1, this is A2. Means 5x, here 3x. You can take minus sign also, no problem. Then B1, B2. B1 is 1, y. 1 if you don't write, no problem. And 3y. plus 5 or minus 7, anything you can write, and equal to 0. Okay, third one is for your practice time. You note down your own. For parallel lines, how to write? So like this we have written two examples of intersecting lines. Okay, now for parallel lines, what to do? I think you can do it your own. In parallel lines, a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, but not equal to c1 upon c2. Now you take your own conditions. These should be equal. See, 2 by 4 is equal to 5 by 10, no? Because 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. It is 1 by 2. This is also, if you cancel, you will get 1 by 2. So both are equal. Not equal to means you can take as 7 by 8. Hai. So this 2 ones are 2 twos are. 5 ones are 5 twos are. 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Both answer is 1 by 2. Hai. So third one is 7 by 8. It is not 1 by 2. So this condition is satisfying for parallel lines. So you write down parallel lines. 2x plus 5y equal to 7. 2x plus 5y equal to 7. 4x plus 10y equal to minus 5. Anything you can write. Okay. Second example. Your practice. Practice it. Coincident lines. In coincident lines, what is the condition? A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 upon B2 is equals to C1 upon C2. All three should be equal, no? Now, how to take? If you take 4 by 8, 4 ones are 4 twos are, I'm getting now. So you can take 10 by 20, or you can take all three are equal now. You should get 1 by 2 fraction. 2 by 4 you can take. 4 ones are 4 twos are. 10 ones are 10 twos are 20. 2 ones are 2 twos are. 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 we are getting. Okay, so note down now. 4x plus 10y 4x plus 10y equal to 2, and 8x minus 20 no plus 20 equal to 4. Now second one, you write your own. You write down your own. Here you should take care, minus take. I have taken minus here. Minus 1 minus will become plus. So you will get plus 1 by 3. Okay. Don't take different sign here. Take care of this. Now this second question, you write your own. You have to take values in such a way that plus while taking negative and positive sign, you have to take care that this condition is satisfying or not. Okay. Then only change the sign. Okay. This condition should satisfy. Here positive, here negative values also you can take. But you should take care that this condition should satisfy. Here also, while writing plus or minus sign, you should take care that this condition should satisfy. Okay, the second one is your practice problem. Right? One you should practice from all three types. I hope you understood about this. One more time you should watch this video carefully and solve the problems. Thank you all of you. Have a nice day.